In the section below, we show you how to change the rear axle brake linings on a vehicle with an electronic parking brake using a diagnostic tool. To support the vehicle electric system, a suitable charger should be connected for service work. Be sure to note the connection instructions of the vehicle manufacturer. Before commencing work on the electronic parking brake, first read out the vehicle's error memory. Switch on the ignition and release the parking brake. Undertake the necessary vehicle configuration on the diagnostic tool and start by reading out the error memory. In this case, there are no error codes in the system. Then select the Basic Parking Brake Setting function. With the aid of the diagnostic tool, the brake piston is now reset and/or the handbrake moved in. During this step, be sure to note the warnings because this diagnostic intervention involves vehicle systems of relevance to safety. Once this step is complete, the telltales on the parking brake switch and in the dashboard display flash by way of warning. Now switch off the ignition and remove the rear axle wheels. Unclip the brake hose and electric cable and loosen the brake caliper holder's fixing screws. Take off the brake caliper and place or secure it in the wheel carrier frame. The weight of the brake caliper must not put any strain on the brake hose. Ensure that the brake is not actuated with the brake caliper removed. Now take out the brake linings on the front and rear of the brake and the associated lining brackets. At this point, we would recommend taking a caliper gauge and checking the brake discs for wear at several points. Be sure to follow the manufacturer's instructions. Before moving the brake piston back with the reset tool, you should open the breather valve and connect a collecting tray to collect the remaining brake fluid. Ensure that the brake piston is not twisted when moved back. The brake carriers should then be cleaned with a suitable brush and file. Any dust and wear debris should be removed with a suitable cleaning spray and the carriers dried. We would recommend greasing the cleaned contact surface with a suitable grease. You can now continue with inserting the new lining retaining springs. Before installing, compare the new brake linings with the ones you have removed. When installing the new linings, ensure that they sit correctly in the lining brackets. The brake linings must sit correctly between the two fixing lugs on the bracket to support the air gap between the brake disc and lining. Then secure the brake caliper with the new self-locking screws contained in the repair kit. Tighten these screws to the torque specified by the manufacturer. You then need to clip the brake hose and electric cable back into the intended holder. Move the brake piston back to allow the brake caliper to sit loosely on the brake disc. For the brake piston and linings to assume their correct positions, the brake pedal must be depressed no more than 2/3 of its travel several times with the vehicle stationary. The diagnostic tool must now be used to again move out the actuator and/or handbrake. To do this, switch on the ignition and perform the necessary steps on the diagnostic tool. Once the brake piston has been successfully moved out again, complete the basic setting on the diagnostic tool. Now check the brake fluid level and top up if necessary. Once the function check has been undertaken on the electronic parking brake, the telltale should stop flashing. To finish, perform a test drive and check the service brake system.